diagnosed with breast cancer, but now she is back. She has a new album. She's here to tell us about it and about her battle with breast cancer, looking absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. We're going to see if we can get Kylie to commit to a concert here on the Today Show.
Concert.
Yeah,
Are you ready, Kylie? Are you ready to sing on our concert?
Sure. See if we can
Yes.
got information. In the music world, pop stars tend to come and go, but not Kylie Minogue. For more than 20 years, she's been making hits, defying the odds both in her career and in her personal life. Kylie's here this morning, and for the first time in American television, or on American television, she's talking about a brand new album and some things she's dealt with health-wise in the last couple of years. But first, a quick look at her enduring success. Pop icon, dance diva, sex symbol. Kylie Minogue is a global phenomenon. While she's not as well known in the U.S., make no mistake, from Asia to Europe, Kylie's an institution. This Australian-born songstress has been pumping out hits for more than 2 decades.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
In 1987, her remake of The Locomotion caused a commotion, soaring to number 3 on the U.S. charts. And Kylie Minogue began her worldwide ascent, churning out infectious dance hits, album after album, garnering countless awards, and selling out one concert tour after the next. But Kylie's runaway career hit a heartbreaking interruption in 2005 with a diagnosis of breast cancer. After a difficult battle, she recovered. And now, as strong as ever, at the age of 39, she just released her 10th studio album, further solidifying her enduring legacy. Kylie's here to stay. And the new album hits store shelves tomorrow. Kylie, nice to see you. Welcome.
What a nice welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. You were watching that piece in half kind of, horror and half embarrassment with your fan there.
It's the locomotion moment,
You thought we were going to go away without playing The Locomotion. Are you kidding?
I know.
I know that a lot of what this whole new album and this new tour in Europe is about is moving on, is looking at the future. But forgive me for a second to just go back for a second. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you very much. Yes.
You go through regular checkups and clean bill of health?
I do. And, it's something that's always with me. It's always on my mind, but you get up and you carry on.
I was reading about you, and you were with your folks when you got your diagnosis. I'm just curious what you would say to someone else who may face horrible news like that. You say, look, we heard the news, we fell to pieces.
Yes.
What would you say to someone who may face a similar challenge?
Oh, boy. Rise above. I don't know. That's something.
Surround yourself with important people?
I was fortunate enough to have my family with me, to have incredible support. And, if there's someone, a friend of yours, a family member, just to be there and be supportive is all you ask for, or all you need.
Give someone
and
a shoulder.
You should just lap it up.
You in 2006, after being treated, you got back on stage, and I would imagine for someone, I've seen some of your shows, for someone who is as energetic and all out there as you are, that must have been a bit of a challenging moment for you to get back.
Definitely, but I think it was almost a blessing in disguise, because my diagnosis came as I was kind of mid-flight on tour, and so that's what I wanted to. That's where I wanted to get back on track, and that was an incredible goal to have, to get back on stage. And I wrote a song about that called "No More Rain," and my audience was so supportive. I'd get little letters like, Kylie Minogue, Pop Princess, Australia. And it arrived.
And eventually got to you, right.
And it meant so much to me.
About your new album, let me read you what Billboard magazine says. Even after a 4-year absence and a courageous battle against cancer, Kylie Minogue's appetite for pop perfection remains undimmed. Indeed, her 10th studio album, due next year in the United States, this was a while ago, is stuffed with pointers as to why she's one of the few pure pop artists to sustain a career into a 3rd decade without ever pulling a Britney. So, what do you attribute your longevity to?
Oh, it must be for my sins. I don't know. I'm still here. I love what I do. I surround myself as best I can with inspiring, talented people, and I guess I've come to the conclusion, actually, that it's just what I do. And that's when I was asked, you know, why are you rushing to get back on stage? Why don't you want to take a year off, 2 years off? I said, well, no, this is what I do. It's my passion. It's my art, it's my craft, it's my life.
How do you view the United States as a market for your music as opposed to Europe and Asia, where you are such a phenomenon? Why do you think it's taken a little longer for people here to hear the name and say, wow, I know her?
It's a notoriously difficult market to
Why?
to
What's
get
the
into.
difference? How would you describe the differences?
Firstly, you've got so many different denominations with radio. You're talking all these, you know, it could be the science lesson. You've got this CHR, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And to know where I fit within that market is sometimes difficult.
Well, one of the things that's very clear about you is that even here, you are a subject of fascination.
I do hope
for
you're
the
giving
paparazzi.
good angles for the paparazzi.
Well, I mean, can you see this? We've got a huge following because you do make headlines wherever you go. Can I just go over something that I am completely clueless on here? So there's been some articles written that apparently sometime on your European tour, you may announce an engagement and even get married during a concert to...
News to me!
Come on. Not going to happen. They're saying to Olivier Martinez, the French actor.
Whom I dated, but no.
Dated, past
Dated,
tense?
yes.
Okay, so there's no rekindling and no engagement in the future that I need to know about?
No.
Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is you were made an officer of the British Empire
Yes.
by the Queen.
Well, yeah.
And the official ceremony?
Is May or June. It's whilst I'm on tour.
So the next time you come, I have to, what, curtsy to you? What do I have to do?
You could curtsy, you could bow, you could just maybe go like, no, you don't have to do anything.
It's a big deal, though.
It's a major deal. I can hardly believe it. My parents are coming over for the ceremony, and I just, you know, I thought I already had enough vowels in my name.
But now you're going to get
And I've got OBE on the end.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Congratulations on
thank
that.
you.
We do a lot of concerts here. Anytime you're back in the States and
I
you would like to
would
do an
love to
outdoor
come
concert,
back.
you are booked.
You'll need to do some warm-ups, a few vocal warm-ups.
Yeah, that's not
Get
gonna
you out there.
Yeah, you clearly haven't watched the show. That's not going to happen. Most importantly, I'm glad you're feeling well.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you.
All right, and up next, a true story of sex, money, and tragedy. We'll tell you more about that. But first, this is Today on NBC.